Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm reviewing the Peugeot 208 GTI. Catch you guys in just a second. So yes, this is the Peugeot 208 GTI, and the biggest question for me is, how good is it? Is it as good as the heritage, or as the sort of rally heritage of Peugeot? And the 205 GTI was absolutely phenomenal hatchback back in the day when it came out. It was a sort of world-class leading type hatchback, super lightweight, fairly quick. So these are the big questions I want to ask today. So I thought we'd do an overview of the car, go around, pick up all the bits and quirks and what have you, and then I'll go for a drive, and hopefully this Peugeot is going to be some good. So let's start off. So we start off with these wheels, currently sitting on Eagle F1 tyres. These are 17-inch wheels. Personally, I'm not a big fan of sort of black and chrome. I'm just not a big fan of chrome in general, but yeah, no, they suit the car, to be fair. We've got disc brakes here as well, which red calipers, which is a touch you have on the GTI. It's also got discs on the back as well, which is really nice. GTI badging, to obviously show there's obviously a Peugeot GTI. You've got this chrome mirrors, chrome finish trim around here. Where else have we got? We've got this sort of checkered flag grille on the front, which is quite a nice touch for, again, chrome. Personally not a big fan, but it sort of suits the car as well. Fairly aggressive looking front, especially with the red detail in there on the bottom. Let's go around to the back, where we have this dual exit exhaust here. A sort of split exhaust, it's such a single split exhaust. We've got this really nice, rather nice sort of spoiler, which got a tiny bit of a flick on the end of it. Panoramic roof inside. Fairly nice place to sit, if I'm honest with you. It's got some red stitching around everywhere. Got these black and red trim marks, sort of gloss black and red. These seats really nice. Good adjustment on the actual seat itself, so you can go way down and sort of feel connected to the road. Really small, so the most iconic piece of the 208 GTI is this steering wheel. It's really, really small in comparison to the rest of the car. I'll show you guys in a bit more detail in a bit. Again, follow this red stitching all the way around, and sort of like a leather type plasticky type material. Very nice finish. Screen, sort of fairly modern. Again, black and red type gloss, which is to do with, I think, with the Peugeot sport colours. Got this really nice aluminium sort of gear knob, which is really cool. Again, red stitching. So you sort of get the feel for the car itself. Don't mind my bag, it's just all my camera gear. Got GTI embossed on the seats as well, which is quite a nice touch. In the back, again, follows through, so red, black leather with sort of red synthetic detail. The seat belts themselves are quite cool. They got sort of a red line going through them, which is quite a nice touch. Panoramic roof in this one, which is really, really nice. I also noticed as well when I turned the car on and looked up that there's actually, camera to pick it up, but there's LED lights in here, which again is quite a nice touch, you know. I know a lot of sort of the premium type brands have got them, but yeah, but really nice. There you go, you can see it better now. Yeah, so you've got sort of blue LED strip. Bit unusual for it to be blue, mind you'd sort of expect it to be red to follow the rest of the interior. But yeah, very nice aluminium pedals as well. And GTI again, flat bottom steering wheel. Again, look, you can sort of see how small the steering wheel is. I mean, I'm not very big, I haven't got big hands, but it's a fairly small steering wheel with a red band in the middle, sort of a Valley type touch there. Yeah, no, really cool. Okay, so engine wise and specifications. So this car has 205 horsepower and producing 300 newton meters of torque. All that sort of power is produced from a 1.6 litre turbocharged engine. I think it's the same engine from the RCF, I believe. So yeah, fairly pokey. I think it is 0 to 60 in about 6.9 seconds. Yeah, fairly quick. Haven't really driven much of it, just obviously up to here. So I think we should probably just go for a drive now, and I'll let you guys know what it's like to drive. Like I picked up on the start, the steering wheel is really small, but that means you can get really precise steering out of it. Movement's fairly good, it's fairly connected to the road, there's a bit of play in it, but again, really small, so really easy to manoeuvre. Seats are not hugging at all really, well, no they are, that's a lie. The bolsters are quite sort of far apart as such, so you're not sort of, for a smaller sort of person like myself, so I'm sort of 5'10", 5'11", so yeah, they're hugging but not massively hugging, so they're not sort of, I wouldn't call them sort of like bucket seats as such, I just call them sort of sport seats, but yeah, not nice, really comfortable, like I said, half leather, half synthetic, yeah, really nice to sit in. Gearbox is fairly good, it's a bit sort of too loose for myself, there's a bit too much play in the gears, if I'm honest with you, but still a fairly sort of engaging box. It's a 6-speed manual, front wheel drive. Okay, so let's have a look, what's it like in the gears. So it's 5,000 revs. Okay, there's a bit of power band between 5 and 6,000 revs, handles really well. Okay, it goes to the gears. I mean, yeah, gearbox is good, it's okay, not the best. The feel of the gear knob is nice, the aluminium, solid, it feels solid, you know, it doesn't feel like plasticky like a lot of other cars. Yeah, steering's really good. Response, yeah, fairly instant. Obviously, like I said, a turbocharge doesn't really kick in until sort of 4 to 5,000 revs anyway. So you've got a bit of work to do to sort of get up to that rev range. I would say, depending on how sort of tall you are, you may not be able to see the sort of speedo. Obviously, depending on what sort of brake adjustment you've got on here as well. Yeah, quality-wise, cabin, a bit plasticky. It is a Peugeot at the end of the day. But yeah, I mean, a nice touch where they've gone sort of with the red stitching as well around the dash and things. On the gloss black bits to sort of make it stand out a tiny bit. But again, you know, at the end of the day, it's no sort of BMW or Audi, but that's what you'd sort of expect. Let's drop it down a few gears. Okay, pulled really good actually. There's also a shift light, which is another nice touch. So it tells you also when to change gear. It asks you to change it a bit too early, so it's almost as if it's pushes you for sort of economy type mode. So sort of not the most engaging. I wouldn't really sort of listen to it. You're better off to sort of go near enough red line-ish if you want to sort of push the car, get the most out of it. So far, though, very impressed. You know, obviously there was a few negatives there, but this is an honest review at the end of the day. You know, I'm gonna have to sort of pick up the bits and tell exactly how I sort of feel. Again, some of your personal preference as well. But yeah, I mean, fair, you know, the steering's really good. There's a little bit of speed around this roundabout. Okay, yeah, it goes really well actually. I haven't had a chance to push it because there's been quite a bit of traffic, but haven't pushed it just then. Yeah, no, that's quite impressive actually. Really good response. Brakes, really good. If anything, a tiny bit spongy, but good enough for sort of road use, maybe not quite good enough for track use, but to be fair, a lot of brakes nowadays, and a lot of the cars aren't really sort of made for track use anyway, unless you sort of buy a track focused type car. But yeah, fine enough for the road, you know, a bit of spirited driving every now and again, absolutely fine. Visibility is absolutely like brilliant. The screen's quite slow, so you can see like quite far away, quite a big screen as well. The fact with this particular sunroof is also this model with the sunroof is a nice touch as well. It feels quite sort of open in here, makes the cabin sort of feel bigger. Yeah, visibility of the mirrors are really good, big mirrors, really easy to see out, no issues there. 205 horsepower, plenty in this car. I don't think it's got a limited slip diff, but for this amount of power it doesn't need one. It doesn't scrabble. Maybe if it had a bit more sort of power, it might need maybe an LSD to cope with it, but I'm absolutely fine in this car. So the big question, is it as good or, you know, near enough to a 205 GTI in terms of the whole package, in terms of, you know, lightweight, fairly powerful engine, you know, power to weight ratio is pretty much, you know, really good, really powerful. So far, I'm gonna say, you know, seeing as the last sort of the 206 GTI and the 207 GTI were really disappointing for me. I test drove both of those cars, really disappointing. This one, I think Peugeot are onto something on this one. You know, if they continue to sort of tweak this sort of format and platform, I think they may well sort of get into the realms of the 205 GTI in terms of sort of driver appeal, I think. But this one seems to have, you know, a bit more of that French flair that we're used to. Obviously, it's no coincidence I'm wearing sort of blue, white and red sort of colours. I've got a lot of time for the sort of French manufacturers. Maybe that's because obviously I used to live in France, so I pretty much grew up in France, so I'm used to all the old sort of French types of racing cars and the hatchbacks, so the Alpines and the Peugeots and the Renaults. So I'm very used to sort of seeing those types of cars on the road. So I've always got a bit of soft spot for sort of French hot hatches and French sports cars in general. So yeah, the other big thing which is astonishing with this car is the quoted miles per gallon figures. So if you read a couple of reviews, they're quoting about 50 miles per gallon, which is phenomenal for a hot hatch. That is phenomenal. Obviously, don't get me wrong, you know, if you do a lot of spirited driving and you drive, you know, a bit erratically and all the rest of it, there's no way you're going to get anywhere near those figures. But it just goes to show, you know, if you stick on motorway and just stick to sort of speed limits between 70 and 80 or whatever, you can return some good economy on this car, which is impressive. You know, it's an impressive sort of bargaining tool when it comes to sales guys. You know, you say, okay, you want a hot hatch, fine. You know, do you also want economy? And that's a big selling point for this car, you know. So yeah, so that's it for me. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this sort of fairly short review. Verdict wise, I think Peugeot getting there. You know, maybe not quite as good as the 205 GTI at the moment, but maybe, you know, in the future to come, they may be able to sort of tweak this platform and get it to where it needs to be. So yeah, really good car, overall package. Again, thank you to Rob and Lewis Cars for lending me the car. Let me test drive the car. If you are interested in this car, it's currently in their stock. I will put a link to the description below to their website. Be sure to go check them out. They've also got Instagram, also, so really easy guy, good finance rates. The guys are really easy to talk to. Yeah, go check them out, and I'll see you guys very soon. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye.